Before diving deep into a scientific reasoning behind this Om Tryambakam Mantram, we want to understand what or how it was originated, which is very crucial. Now, let's deeply look at the timeline of this mantra because it is very essential. This mantra, hymn, was incorporated within Rig Veda. The time Rig Veda recited, we don't know. However, the Vedic period, it starts from 1750 to 500 BCE, and from 500 BCE it comes to 0 and 1 becomes the current era, which is sometimes they call common era. Now, however, this mantra was recited, composed and recited by sage Markandeya to avert himself from death. He held on to Shivalinga. This mantra, that's Tryambakam Mantra, is called Mahamrityunjaya Mantra. Maha means we know it is the greatness, great. Mrityu in Sanskrit means death. Jaya, if you take the word Jaya, means Jayam, or Jaya means victory. Besides knowing that Markandeya was holding tight the Shivalinga to save him from death, how do we know this mantra was recited for Shiva? Let's take back. In any of the holy scriptures in Sanatana Dharma, whether it be Rig Veda or Samaveda or Atharva Veda or Yajurveda or even Upanishads or any Puranas, Shiva Puranas or any Puranas, that there is no beginning or death ever mentioned about Shiva. Shiva, the term Shiva means auspiciousness, right? So, if you look from that perspective, you can say that's why it's Mrityunjayan, because Shiva is deathless, no beginning to have a death, right? And also the most important thing we have to understand here is Shiva is also called the Kala Bhairava. Kala means time. So Shiva can be at any particular point in time, can be in the past, present and future. In Rudram, they also call Shiva Trikagni Kalaya. So he is in all three time at the same time. Now let me recite this mantra twice and then let's dive into the meaning. Om Trayambakai Yajamahe Sugandim Pushtivartanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamritaat. Om Trayambakai Yajamahe Sugandim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamritaat. Oh. Now the meaning. The first syllable is O. If you really look at many of the texts, they call it is a primordial sound. In fact, it is incorrect because in the empty vacuum of space, there was nothing. Then something, that is our cosmos, happened. So in an empty vacuum of space, if you're on a space, empty vacuum, you cannot even hear a sound because there is nothing. It's empty. That's what. However, when something happens, there will be a vibration in the space. That's what it is. That's the vibration, which even scientists are detecting today. They call microwave light. That vibration is known as cosmic vibration, is known as Om. Then comes Tryambakam. Ambakam means high. Traya means three. Now, we all know most of the lives on earth have two eyes, because there are some living beings have more than two eyes, but mostly has two eyes. Let's say we are talking about human because we have the sixth sense, right? That's the third eye. So when in Shiva Puranam, Manika Vasagar starts with Namachivaya. What does he mean by Namah Shivaya? Na means not. Ma means me. That means not me. I'm bowing down, but I'm bowing down to the one inside me. That is Shivaya. So same thing here. Shivaya means we can talk about that in another video. Even if you haven't watched, I mentioned slightly in my previous video. Now, getting back to this, Tryambakam means here the third eye we are talking about the dharmic, that the third eye is your jnana, which is what is Tryambakam. So it is inner self. We have to be very, from now onwards, we have to be very, we have to look from the perspective of Markandeya. Why? Because he is, Om is our, for any mantras we start with Om because of the cosmic beginning, right? Like the vibration. Tryambakam relates to Shiva because he's a Shiva Bhaktan, right? He was holding on to Shiva Linga and he knows his time has come for death. Now his next thing he's saying, he's asking from Shiva, which is Pushti Vardhana, we'll come there, is asking for health and strength from Shiva, Pushti. Vardhanam is the one who nourishes and gives you. But Yaja Mahe means it is that he has so much adoration or love towards Shiva. So that's what he's holding on to Shiva Linga. So it's a form of an act where he's worshipping. Act means holding on, and he's worshipping with pure love to Shiva and asking, please, Pushti Vardhana means please provide me with good life. Pushti means life, or you can say even health. And Vardhanam means the one who gives you, nourishes you, the strength, gives you growth. That's what it means, Pushti Vardhanam. Next comes Urva Rukamiva Bandhanan. Now, definitely the word Urva Rukamiva, that is a metaphor in this because the next term Bandhanan, because of that. Because if you really take a literal meaning, it's like a ripening of a fruit and then it is detaching from a tree. That's what it means, ripe fruit, melon or any big fruit that ripes and it falls away. So it detaches from that. But bandhanan means it's like defeating from death, bondage of death. So he's asked, the idea behind Markandeya asking is liberate his soul from the bondage of death. That's what it means here. Then comes Mrityor Mukshiya Mamritaat. The term Mrityor and Mukshiya, you have to connect both together. Even the next word, Mamritaat. Mritat, the first two word letter, Ma means myself. Now Mukshiya means deliver. It's like liberate me, give me the deliver. And Mrityor means from death. So if you really put all this together, he's basically asking Shiva, please free me from death and grant me, that's what Mahamritat, grant me the Amritam. Mritat here is talking about his immortality. So that is the crux of this mantra. I hope you enjoyed this mantra. It's very poetry because the hymns are so powerful. People who are reciting this mantra for immortality. In other words, you're asking for please give me strength and health, asking Shiva, and also asking to free you from death. Also, but you also can take it from another perspective. You can also asking Shiva from deliver me away from the samsara. That means birth and rebirth, that cycle, vicious cycle. You can even take it from that perspective. It's very poetic and very interesting mantra, and I hope you enjoyed. Please share this mantra with family and friends, and if you like it, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day. Anbe Shivam.